Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. All right, y'all, it's the first collab in the Calendar Girls collaboration. The hosts are Simply Blessed Crafts and the Busy Housewife. We have to craft with calendars because we all have a ton of them. Check out them in my description box and the full playlist. Let's get crafty. All right, y'all. So I try to be original with calendars, but it's what can you do with calendars? It's all the same, right? So I had this notebook and I thought it was kind of ugly. So I'm going to take my front cover here, and I found this calendar that would pretty much fit if I cut that one edge off, okay? So it was red, the calendar, and I put it down, and you can see the calendar through the calendar. What I mean is, like, the back comes through the front, and then you could see all the first subject notebook and the pen gear and all that. So I have to that's when I noticed it. I'm going to cut that side off, and then I have to paint my cover of my notebook black. Okay, so I'm just going to use chalk paint, black chalk paint from Waverly, and cut that side off. And if y'all hear background noise, we are in a flood and it is pouring down rain, and I'm sorry and it can't be helped. This video goes out tomorrow and I have got to do this voiceover, and it's supposed to get worse later, so it's now or never. Okay, so yeah, that is two songs that I have thought with this. One is I love, I love, I love my calendar girl, and now it's now or never. Yeah, my brain. I'm always thinking of songs. Anybody else with me? Some of y'all don't like singing. That wasn't much. Just, we're done, okay? Let's get on with it. Okay, so yeah, I'm a sloppy painter. I got paint through the crack hole or through the holes of the notebook, and so it got on the glass and smeared across the back. So I got to cover the back, but before we do anything with the back, I'm going to take this one and I am going to use a glue stick. You can use any glue stick you have. I have this one I've been trying to get rid of for a long time. It has lasted me forever and a day and 5 years and 6 months. I also have those that I got on clearance at Walmart, which was a great deal, so I just got an abundance of those. But anyways, just any old glue stick will work. Just take my word for it. Just use glue stick. Or you can use tape runner or whatever you have on hand, okay? And hot glue, not smart. Don't do hot glue. It'll leave bumps in your paper. But anyway, once I get it, I'm just going to put it on the line just a little bit and then put my paper down and center it. It's easier to adjust. I had to pull it down, and then I've got to get it on my line holes just right, or the spring holes or spiral holes or whatever. But anyway, once I get it, then I'm going to do the rest of my notebook cover. Make sure you get the edges really, really well, or your paper is going to peel up on you, and you don't want that. But you can do this on any ugly notebook. I mean, you can use scrapbook paper, you can use whatever, but this is a calendar DIY, and we got to use calendars. So now I'm going to take my brayer and I'm going to squish any extra glue out, and there was some squished out. But anyway, once I get that done, it dries pretty fast. This glue stick does. So I am just going to take look, see that mess I made? I made a big mess. That's me. That's me. I'm a messy person. Messy crafter. But anyways, I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife, and I'm going to get a board. I mean, a board. I'm going to get what do you call that thing? Oh, self-healing mat. They sell them at Dollar Tree, and that's just a Dollar Tree mat. You have to move your paper because it's not very big. But anyways, it was there and it's handy, and that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to slice my sides off. Now, when you slice your sides off, make sure you don't cut your paper there, your board, whatever. So here it is, and I just done the exact same thing on the other side. Actually, I'm lying. I put it on upside down, and thank God that glue was forgiving, and I took it off and redone it. But anyways, that was my notebook. I got this for 19 cents, y'all. 19 cents on clearance. It was $4.99 down to 49 cents, and then I got it for 19 cents. Yay me. So I'm just going to take that and go over that and get that little sticker off, just taking a razor. And this was from Hobby Lobby, and it left some gooky junk on there, but it rubbed off easy. So I'm going to give it a coat of black chalk paint. Now I don't want to paint the edges, so I'm just flicking my brush up, okay? See, when you go up, go from the middle to the outside and flick up, you won't get your edges unless you're dumb like me and smack it on your way back through. Because I did that and had to paint it, but y'all didn't have to know that, but I told on myself. But anyway, so I've got this Faith Moves Mountains calendar, and these calendars are so big, it's hard to do anything with them except the same thing all the time. That one looked smaller, so let me put my, nope, that won't work. See, nothing works. I don't even know. I know that won't work. That won't work. Let me see this other one. Nope. That one barely makes it. I had to cut off little parts, but it still looks fine. Still looks fine. So I'm carefully going to tear this page out. It started to rip, so I had to go from the back side. I think I'm just going to take the staples out and then cut it with my paper cutter, because that makes more sense. That in case, you don't want to rip it, so that's easier. Well, it's not easier, it's safer. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, anyways, I'm going to put my board here, my little thing, and in order to get it all fixed, or fit on there, and you see it had stickers on the back, I took them off. You have to cattywampus that thing, cattycock it sideways, or whatever you want to call it, and then your wording would have been sideways, and that might have been cute. I don't know. I don't have to have everything straight. That's just me. But you can tell I'm crooked there. So I'm trying to get straight. Once I do, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace around it. And then I'm going to cut that out with a pair of scissors. Okay. I cut it out. And I'm telling y'all, I hate decoupaging this way. I'm just using matte Mod Podge, okay? I just put it in another bottle. I got too much stinking Mod Podge. It was a calendar and it's thick, and I thought, well, let me just do a lot of Mod Podge. Well, yeah, you don't need a lot of Mod Podge on here anyway. But, I can't cut straight, y'all. So, I never do one like this. I always leave edges hanging over, okay? But since I had tight space, I had to cut the little point off, the D, and on the bottom and part of the D on the top and the side of the T. I was like, I need to get this perfect on here. Yeah, well, yeah. This little goofy thing cannot cut straight. So it didn't actually line up all perfect. But once I got it on, okay, I did have some hanging off the edge. I'm going to use the iron-on method. So this has to dry, okay? So it's dry. Now I'm going to put this on and it does not fit because your girl can't measure, can't cut. I don't know. That's just me. So anyway, I'm slapping this sucker on there every which way but loose. And then I have to go off camera because I have to stand over it, stick my head over it to get it on there right. Yeah, right there. I'm like stressed out by this point. So I'm going to put my parchment paper over it. And then I'm going to take my little mini heat press and I'm going over this thing. And I'm going to seal it down. What this does, if you don't know, it reactivates your Mod Podge and makes it sticky again. And I got junk coming off my iron where I was being rebellious and refused to use the sheet of paper the other day. So my iron's all yucky. But anyways, I'm just going to iron this down, okay? And then I'm going to sand off my edges. And where it's black, why'd I rub that? That burnt my hand. Don't do that, y'all. Do as I say, not as I do. I burnt why am I doing it again? I never learn. I never learn. I got it on. I sanded my edges, okay? I'm just going to tell you. And now I'm taking this. This is a piece of Dollar Tree white not rope. I don't know. Sailor's rope, I call it. I don't know what it is. I got it in the summer last year. And I untwisted it and got one side of it, or one string of it. And I'm going to glue this around this board because at this point, it's just a sign with a calendar page on it, and I didn't like it. It needed a little something, something, and it's so busy, you really can't put nothing on it. Y'all, I'm trying. I'm struggling here. I am. The notebook was way easier, but the last one, oh my goodness, I love the last one, okay? It's beautiful. But anyway, so I'm going to twist this up. I know I'm everywhere. I'm stressed out because of the storm, too much coffee. It's just my ADHD is running rampant. My nerves are tore up, and I'm just, y'all bear with me. I'm so sorry. This is the day in the life of an ADHD person, okay? just just bear with me. But anyway, um I sealed that at the bottom. You have to put glue in it to seal all those little strings on this rope. I didn't like this rope, but anyway. I put super glue in holes and stapled that, or hammered that little hammer hanger thingy down there, and I just couldn't stand this sign. I just couldn't. So I got these flowers. I have a whole box of flowers. This is just one box of flowers. I got these at Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna glue them in spurts. I'm still determined. Put them everywhere. I put another one in the middle, but I only got 4 on there, and then I have to tack down my string. But this is done, y'all. I am done with this one. I am done with this one. Okay, y'all. I'll show you all these in the final reveal. But this is a plate from Dollar Tree, and look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Yeah, I didn't get it lined up straight. Y'all do better than me. Please do better than me. This was late. I did not get done with this till about 11 or 11:30 last night, these DIYs. I'm a last minute person and I'll pay for it, but I'll learn one day maybe. But anyway, so I'm going to take this pokey tool and I'm just going around the edge because if I scratch it, don't matter. I'm just going to put something there. So I got my outline, okay? Yeah, well, I cut it wrong. You got more of the wreath on the one side than you do on the other side. It looks so cattywampus. I was not happy with it. Once again, I got excited with the Mod Podge, trying to get these done, and I'm just like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I start wiping it off, and I'm like, what are you doing? I had this smeared all up the plate. I had to clean off the plate. Y'all, this is the struggles of a crafter. I'm showing you the real deal right here. And then there, I put it in and I'm going around the edge with the Mod Podge. Sorry about that, y'all. My phones are going crazy. But anyway, I'm taking the Mod Podge and sealing the edges down. I'm dancing right there. That was last night. I wasn't scared last night. I was dancing to my music on there. But anyways, I'm going to take my squeegee and I am going around from the middle and getting all the excess Mod Podge and wrinkles and all that out. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing right there. Okay, once I get that smeared down straight, and I sealed my edges with my Mod Podge just like I did the other stuff, but no, I already sealed the edges. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. But anyways, I got this nautical rope and I don't like to peel the tape off because it's sticky, so I cut that off. I had to get some better scissors. And I'm going to start hot gluing that around this rim here, which I ended up, I'm just going to be honest with you, I ended up not liking it. And you'll see how I fix it, okay? But I'm going to glue that all the way around. And once I get it glued on, where that glue spot was a lump there. So I'm like, I'm going to cover the lump. So I've got these ribbons from Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, Lord knows where, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to cut little pieces, okay? Little strips. Yeah, don't cut too big, girl. And I'm going to cut 4 or 5, something of each one. And then I'm going to fold them and dovetail the ends, okay? I'm just going to dovetail the ends of each of these. All right? There I am dancing again. So that's what I'm going to do to all these ribbons and get me a few stacks here. And when I get my stacks, I'm going to take a piece of jute string. And this is just a bow holder thing that I made. And all it is a plaque with 2 dowel rods. I drilled holes and stuck 2 dowel rods side by side. And it holds my ribbon for me. So I'm just going to take and pile my ribbons on. Just piling them on. You know, I put them crooked, but it really don't matter. They end up trying to go straight anyway. But when you do this, if you do this, just make sure you leave your string on the bottom to where you can tie it. You know, it's got to be crooked. Y'all know what I'm saying. So I'm going to continue to stack these on here because I ended up forgot one. I forgot a rabbit ribbon. See where I flicked it when I picked it up? I didn't see I flicked it, so I missed one, but that's okay. I had enough ribbon to do what I wanted to do anyway. I didn't want this big voluptuous bow. I just wanted a little voluptuous bow. So I'm going to pull that and then tighten it real tight. That bow holder is very, very handy. Okay, just saying. So I'm going to try to twist my doodads ribbons and make them to the front and then tie that off, and then I'm just going to tie my jute because I have jute in here, so I'm just going to tie it and leave them on as strings, and then I'm going to fluff my bow and fidget with it, and then I'm going to glue it right where those two ropes come together right there. You could see the joint, and it's usually not like that. I don't know why it happened, but I'm just going to glue them right there to cover up that joint of rope. So yeah, so just hot glue it down. All right, you see that over there to the side? Yeah. Crazy Moss Lady comes out. So I put a piece of felt behind this little carrot that I painted and put it down. Yeah, I'm pointing at the moss. Oh, here comes the moss. I didn't like that jute rope. It didn't cover up my mistake where I cut my paper, and I didn't like it. So moss, moss covers a multitude of mistakes. Just like, I mean, it covers it up. You can't see it. It's wonderful. Just like love covers a multitude of sins. Yeah, moss covers a multitude of mistakes. So I'm going to use it to my advantage. So I'm going to moss this thing up. So I'm just going to stick moss all the way around here. And when I get to that bow, I'm just going to lift it and tuck it. Lift it and tuck it, y'all, okay? That's what I'm going to do. Lift it and tuck it. Now that I got that done, I got these flowers from Hobby Lobby last year. And they're little bitty, dainty flowers on there. They're like little rosebud. I don't know what they are, but they're cute. They remind me of little bitty roses coming out. So I'm gonna take the yellow flowers, and I'm gonna cut them off real small. I mean, not real small, real close to the flower, and I'm gonna glue them on there, and then I'm gonna put some greenery in that moss and give it a little color. Okay, I dropped glue, of course I did. So now I'm going to have a little spot on my paper, but it blends in with the rusticness of it, so that's a win-win. But anyway, then I made a little bitty bow. I cut that ribbon in half, got it at Dollar Tree, and made a little bitty bow to cover his bow to make it 3D, and that's that. Okay, so I'm going to put a jute hanger on the back, and I used hot glue. Hot glue does not stick to plastic if you want a long term. So what you need to do this and use E6000, which has a bad smell, or Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Super Glue stuff, it's like, it comes in a tube like E6000. It smells, but it's not near as bad as E6000. I don't know what happened to the formula of E6000, but it really stinks, and I can't handle it anymore. So Gorilla Glue would be better. You can lay your felt down with Gorilla Glue and let that dry, and then hot glue everything else onto it. That would hold perfectly, okay? So, but just put your little hanger on the back unless you want to put it in a plate stand. But here is the final reveal. I love the notebook, and I love that rabbit. Sorry, my light is in your way. I'm pointing at the light like something silly. But anyway, there is a glare from the light, but I love that notebook inside and out. Now I wonder, should I put that on the outside, or should I have put that one on the outside? I love that one. I mean, I love both of them, but just, I don't know. But I love a notebook. Either way, I could take it to church, and there's my church notebook. That one is my absolute favorite. I love that. That is so rustic and so beautiful. Y'all, check out the playlist. Their links will be in my description box. And make sure you check out the host and everybody that done the collab in the playlist. You'll get tons of inspiration for calendars, I'm sure. So don't forget to check them out. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you so much. And until next time, remember, you are a blessing. You are my blessing. Goodbye.